Happy birthday to me. It's my birthday today, and I just wanted to share, I just finished my workout. I was up at 5. It was so nice. I love that it's dark when I wake up, which is crazy because that was not the case for a very long time in my life. I love the quietness. I love how it just feels really sacred and beautiful. I just wanted to share really quick a book that I've been reading. It's taking me quite a while to read it because it's so heavy. I was reading it this morning and I got very teary, and then I realized that it's All Saints Day today and All Souls Day tomorrow, so it was like kind of perfect timing. I've had it for over a decade and it's taken me this long to pick it up and read it because I knew it was going to be a really hard book to read. But as I'm working on my book, the children's book. So basically, if you were a child, you wouldn't know what it was about, but as an adult, and I will add more information inside the book for adults to read, but basically it's based on the Assyrian genocide. And this book, called Not Even My Name, was recommended to me by a woman that I just so happened to sit next to at a wedding. Like I said, over a decade ago. I think she was Armenian, or Greek and Armenian, but she asked me where I was from and what I was, and I told her Assyrian, and she knew who we were, which is, if you're Assyrian, you know that's very rare to tell somebody you're Assyrian and for them to say, oh, you're Assyrian. She right away recommended this book by Thea Hallow about her mother. So it's about the writer's mother, who was 10 years old when she went through the genocide and survived. This book is it's so intense. It's so beautiful. It's about her taking her mother back in her 70s. Her mother's in her 70s, and they go back to Turkey where her mother's family and ancestors were from. They were Pontic Greeks, so it's very specific. She hadn't returned to the village that she was born in and had to leave at 10 for all that time. So for nearly 70, 60 something years, because I think she's in her late 70s when they go back. I still haven't gotten to the part whether or not they find it, because she doesn't really know the name of the village that she grew up in, because obviously she was a little girl and she lost her family, so she didn't know. I was reading it early this morning while it was still dark outside, and I just started to get so teary-eyed thinking about all the Greeks, of course, in this story, but also the Assyrians and the Armenians that lost their lives in these just heinous genocidal death marches and just the whole thing. And yeah, it's quite tragic, especially as most countries in the world still have not held Turkey accountable or recognized the genocide, which there's so much to prove it. I mean, it's been proved. It is a fact that it happened. And it goes into that. I love that it goes into the history of the US trying to recognize it, but being bullied by Turkey, and how Turkey was paying universities like Harvard and I think even Yale, giving them millions and millions a year so that they could keep it out, so that they can have a specific history written about them. It's really interesting. It's quite a heavy topic for your birthday, but what can you do? It's what I'm reading, and I felt moved to pick it up this morning. And then when I realized that it's All Souls Day tomorrow and All Saints Day today, it's all very relevant and very much in alignment. And I was sitting in those tears, really remembering our ancestors, our Assyrian ancestors, our Greek and Armenian brothers and sisters that lost their lives. And so, yeah, it was hard, but I feel like it's really important that we do this as well, to remember and to honor, and and that's what my book is about. So it's really, it's quite in alignment. It's why I did start to read this a few months ago. It's just taking me a long time because I can only read like 3 or 4 pages at a time, and maybe twice a week or something. But yeah, I'll get through it, and I think it'll be perfect timing when I finish it. I'm excited about today. I don't know what we're getting into. I, as the English would say, fluffed it and did not settle on a plan, but I know that we're having cake after breakfast, my favorite cake that my husband made for me. So yeah, we'll see. So this is a delicious homemade keto rose ice cream that my dear friends made for my birthday. Look at how cute with the little rose. Oh my goodness, you guys don't even know how yummy this ice cream is, especially with the red velvet cake. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I'm so thankful for so many beautiful people that are in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's the best birthday. So I had such a good birthday, you guys. It was just perfect. It was exactly what I needed. It was full of love and friends and good food, delicious cake and ice cream. We ended up going to Salisbury and having lunch and then a coffee and then walked over to the cathedral. The Salisbury Cathedral is gorgeous. If you've ever been there, it's where the Magna Carta is held. It's just so gorgeous and there's so much history there. So whenever we go to Salisbury, we usually go into the cathedral. And it's cool because it's like, I think most cathedrals in this country, if you pay to get in once, then you have like a free pass for the year. So it's really nice. We just pay once a year and then we go as often as we want to. And Salisbury's nice because there's a lot of good places to eat. The only Mexican place that we go to is in Salisbury. So for my Americans, there's no Mexican food in England. Even if it says it's Mexican, it's not Mexican. This one in Salisbury is called Tinga, and the couple spent a lot of time in Mexico City. They adapted like recipes, and I've been to Mexico City. It's not like the food in Mexico City, but it's good. It's really good. I hesitate to even call it Mexican food, but it is because there's tortillas and they're trying and they've, tried to mimic recipes, but yeah, it was so lovely. I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I'm wishing you all a very happy week, and I'm sending you all love wherever you are in the world. Bye.